Hi, everyone. So we're at the last chapter, negotiations. You know, made all the way here. I've got new whiteboard markers. I've got markers. I've got a fancy lav mic. Going all out for this because this is the last part, and that is you got into the end of your interview process. Now you're getting down to the nitty gritty of finding an employment offer and compensation package that both you and your employer are comfortable with. And that's actually the key thing for starting a negotiation. I know a lot of people picture negotiations as being like you're just like getting each other into a headlock and just fighting over dollars and cents. You really don't want to be doing that. What you want is something that oh my God, new pens. Both you and your employer are happy with. Oh my God. Don't let me down, pens. Employee and both the employee and the employer should be happy. So that's the key with any successful negotiation. Now, to get there, what you want to do is to start late in the process. I know a lot of people think that right at the start of an interview is when you should be discussing salary. That is an ineffective time to be discussing compensation because you know very little about the responsibilities for the role and your employer knows very little about what you'll be bringing to the role. Neither of you are in a good position to discuss the details of compensation. So you want to start it late, and also it is best if the employer makes the opening offer. They know the most about what they are able to offer, what is a comfortable range, and what they feel would be fair compensation for the role. Once the employer is able to make an opening offer, then from there you can get into a negotiation and discuss an agreement that both of you will be comfortable with. If you're in an interview and the employer insists on you making an opening range for salary, give them a range based on your previous employment, what you were making at your last job. So they're asking for a range for, you as a lead environment artist can say, well, previously as a senior, I was making between 60 and 75K. It'll just be a starting point. It is also not a value that is going to compromise the discussion and negotiation later on in the process. So when you're going to start it late, have the employer make the first offer of compensation. So let's say you've gotten an offer and it isn't quite something you feel is aligned with what you were hoping. So getting into how do we negotiate? This is actually a pretty simple, straightforward process. First thing is, okay, you've received an offer. First thing is thank them for the offer. Any offer is great. So say, hey, thank you so much for putting together this compensation package. Really appreciate it. I'm very excited about coming to work for your company and contribute to your team. 2, what you want to do is say that you feel there is a gap. There is a gap. So just saying, hey, right now I feel that there is a gap between the value I'll be bringing to the role and the compensation that's being offered. 3 is you want to illustrate the gap and say, look at, I know, and the best way to illustrate the gap is by explaining that you understand the problems that the company will require you to solve and your track record of solving these problems. For example, with our environment artist application, you could be saying that I understand that for this role, you're going to need performant outdoor environments. I have a lot of experience doing these kind of environments to very high performance on these titles in these software packages that align with your company's overall needs. So this is a problem I'll be solving for you very effectively. 4th, ask them to bridge the come on. So ask them to bridge the difference. Generally, best thing is that once you've illustrated that, that you feel there's a gap in that, by discussing your skills and what you'll be bringing, there is a gap, ask the employer how they'd like to bridge the difference. Leave the ball in their court, and it also reinforce that you want to have an offer that they are comfortable with. And remember, your offer, so actually, I don't think I need to write down notes for this one, but for the counteroffer from the employer, it doesn't just have to be salary. It can be there can be adjustments to bonus, to benefits, to vacation days. All those kind of things are part of the overall compensation package. Because some employers, they may not be able to move much on the salary, but perhaps they can put in some additional time off or a better benefits package. Leave the actual nature of the adjustment to the compensation in the employer's court. Leave that ball in the employer's court. You'll get a much better offer and a much more successful negotiation in the end. You'll get something that both you and the employer are happy with. So a couple more details here. So as you're negotiating, a couple things to keep in mind is really what you want is one iteration on this. Generally, you just want to go back and forth on this once. Anything more than that, you can start to test the employer's patience. All through this entire process, reinforce your excitement. So, there we go. Reinforce your interest and that you want to make this work. Pretty much just letting them know that, hey, you're really excited about coming to join the company, and that even though there is some back and forth going on, you want to make this work, and you want to find a compensation level that both you guys are comfortable with. So that's pretty much the process for going through a negotiation. One more detail I want to go over, and that is, well, what if you have multiple offers? You lucky dog, you got tons of employers interested in you. You got 2 offers in front of you at the same time. So Pretty sure it's multiple. Multiple. Fix that M a little bit. Close enough. So if you got multiple offers, I'd say take the one. Actually, I wouldn't say that's with the interest, but take the one that you are excited about the most. Generally, like if you got two companies that you're interested in working with, the one that has you the most excited and the most interested in, that's the one you should go with. Another thing is also don't get into a bidding war. If you're doing that, chances are you could get both employers really cross, and then you could potentially lose both offers, which isn't a good thing. So if you've got multiple offers, I'd say go for the role that you're the most excited in, and don't get into a bidding war. So anyways, that kind of covers all the stuff regarding negotiations. So just to reiterate, best compensation package is something that both parties are happy with. Both you and the employer need to be happy with the compensation package that you have negotiated. That is the result that you're going for. Anyways, that's it. There is a download link below with a PDF that has detailed notes of this talk. Of course, the usual social engagement shout-outs, like, subscribe, click the bell icon, click the Taco Cat icon, leave a comment down below, and this is great. We'll be doing some more videos and getting into some dedicated design stuff going on, and bye for now.